pretty thighs, shawty, she a dime. Demon girl, evil eyes, she be telling lies. Slim waist,
All right, so once again, everyone is using the internet right now. Once again, on a Zoom, we're using the internet. So despite the internet making human lives more convenient, what are some harmful effects of the internet, and how can we, potentially solve these harmful effects?
So it's a real pity to have to say that, but I agree with you. And let me explain why we see this problem, that the internet has all these positive and powerful, useful results. They answer people's questions every single day, billions of them. But what we were trying to do is to lower the barrier for people to get access to information and to share information. We wanted to make those barriers as low as possible. The problem is that as soon as you do that, you make it easy for people to spread misinformation and disinformation. And you might say, well, why would they do that? And the answer is, well, sometimes people fool other people and they make money out of that. They send phishing emails. They try to persuade people that they should invest in something which turns out to be fraudulent. And so freedom of speech is a two-edged sword. And the reduced barriers in the internet allowed both good quality speech and very bad quality speech to propagate equally well across the internet. So the solution to that is not technical. The solution to that is called working on the wetware up here in our brains. And that means paying attention to where did information come from, asking questions like, is there any corroborating evidence for statements that are being made? Is this person trying to persuade me to do something I don't want to do, or that I shouldn't do, or that's harmful to me? So that's called critical thinking, and I think we need more of that. We still have to deal with really criminal kinds of behaviors on the network, whether it's the distribution of harmful, child pornography, or phishing attacks, or denial of service attacks, or malware distribution, or direct attacks against operating systems, or ransomware. I mean, there's this really long list. That is going to require law enforcement in addition to any teaching that we do about critical thinking. And that is going to be made more difficult because the perpetrators of some of these harmful behaviors may be in one country and the victims could be in another country. So now we need international agreements in order to defend people from some of these harmful behaviors. So we have a lot of work to do, but I am hopeful that the collaboration which the internet has demonstrated will allow us to work together to solve those problems without losing all the value of the openness of the network.
Yeah, so once again, speaking about the internet, I think one thing as well is, I think it's distracting a bit. Maybe when you're doing something, you watch a YouTube video or something, and then it gets distracted. And speaking of phishing emails, I actually got a phishing email recently. And I'm not sure if you noticed this, but we're actually going to talk more about, Bitcoin and stuff. So once again, they asked for my Bitcoin. Like, they're like, hey, your account is hacked. Here's my Bitcoin wallet address. Now I see that's more common because, accepting money is hard because, banks see a transaction, so they accept, blockchain. And once again, we're going to talk more about blockchain especially. So
could I just respond on the phishing attacks? It's very common, of course, to send emails that have a sense of urgency to them. For example, you get an email from someone that you recognize because the sender has faked the email address, or maybe they've even broken into the email account. And so you think you're getting this message from a friend. And they're saying, oh, I know my credit card isn't working and I'm trying to get a present for someone. And could you please send a gift card from Amazon, to my friend? And of course, that's all, phishing. The right response to that, whenever you feel like your friend is pushing you to do something in a hurry, especially if money is involved, the first thing I would do is send that message to the friend that it appears to have come from, saying, did you send this? Now, of course, if the account has been hacked, then the person who hacked it could very well just send a note back saying, yes, I did send it. It's a legitimate message, in which case now you need to find a different way to contact your friend, like calling them on the phone or sending a text message. But you don't want to assume that just because you get an email back that it's your friend speaking. But the value of sending the note to your friend, it alerts them to the possibility that their account might have been attacked. And it also gives you an opportunity to confirm whether or not this message was intended for you. And I would say we should be suspicious of email that looks like it's trying to get us to do something in a hurry.
Yeah.